With the alleged launch date creeping closer, it's no surprise the Osmo Pocket 4 leaks are suddenly piling up. The latest one is kind of wild. People are now saying DJI is going with a variable aperture 1/1.1 inch sensor. Basically the same as the Action 6. And on paper, yeah, that sounds great. In an action cam, totally doable. We literally just saw that happen. But trying to fit that same mechanism into a camera that's mounted on a gimbal, that's where things start getting chaotic. Pocket cameras don't have the luxury of extra space. Everything has to squeeze into that slim, wand-shaped body. The gimbal motors, the camera module, cooling, battery, touchscreen, and now we're hearing they might add a second camera on top of all that. You can imagine how cramped things get in there. So yeah, there's barely room for air in there, let alone moving aperture blades. The aperture itself isn't huge, but the chain reaction it creates inside such a cramped design, that's where things get messy. And the whole debate about whether the main sensor is 1 inch or 1/1.1 inch, honestly, that argument cracks me up because those two sizes are practically twins. The difference is so tiny you wouldn't notice it even if you held both sensors in your hands. The real difference comes from how DJI decides to tune it. Stuff like, do they push higher resolution for 6K or 8K? Do they go with bigger pixels for cleaner night shots? Do they try a 1-to-1 square layout for creators who bounce between horizontal and vertical and don't want quality losses? Same sensor area, completely different personality depending on what the engineers prioritize. And that leads right into the most argued about rumor. 6K at 30 frames per second. A lot of people look at that 1/1.1 inch sensor rumor and go, wait, if this can shoot 6K, why didn't the Action 6 get it? But it's never that simple. You've got heat, stabilization, processor behavior, power draw, all the boring but very real bottlenecks that decide which modes survive and which ones get left out. A sensor might support something on paper, but actually delivering it is a completely different challenge. Then there's the high frame rate talk. Some leaks mention 4K at 120 frames per second, and every now and then someone whispers about 4K at 240 in special modes. It sounds amazing, and honestly, it is possible if the thermals don't freak out. But again, gimbal cameras fight physics in ways action cams don't. The harder you push the sensor, the hotter it gets, and the tighter the thermal envelope becomes. And finally, timing. The rumored announcement date floating around right now is December 18th, 2025, which lines up perfectly with DJI trying to get this thing out before the US FCC ban window closes on December 23rd. If they miss that cutoff, new products might get stuck in a messy import situation. So yeah, that date is suspiciously convenient. Everything else we've talked about in previous videos still stands, so check those out if you want the full picture. Well, that's all for this one. Thanks for watching. Peace.